Okay, I'm going to hold that. Okay, just hold that thought because I'm going to go to get Bindu Dalmia in. So Bindu Dalmia, I'm a millennial. Okay, I am that borderline millennial. Okay, so I grew up in the 1990s in India. So I'm the
Same
again
here.
last generation that remembers when country had no money. That even in the national
Absolutely.
capital, the schools had to be shut because you had no
Don't I
petrol for
remember
the
those days,
petrol on the
having lived
buses.
through them.
I remember, a government being formed every 6 months, general elections, because, we were in total mess. So Narendra Modi has given us, number one, stability in government for now 12 years.
Absolutely,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Number two, I've just mentioned, we are achieving saturation on what we should have been expecting as basic things: the ability to go to the bathroom and the ability to drink some water. So we are achieving saturation. So we are building highways like never before, airports like never before, ports like never before, trains are being upgraded like never before. It seems to be happening, but the GDP figure says it's not happening fast enough. Why is that?
May I mildly differ with my co-panelists and little bit with you to the extent that I don't think, Rishabh ji, we have space for either complacency or being self-congratulatory, because the effects of growth and progress have yet to trickle down. We may have high GDP growths in the past, a median of about 7, but the growths did not adequately trickle down to the bottom of the pyramid, even though the Gini coefficient has shown that there has been a bridging of disparities. However, I think that global macros are going to definitely determine the contours of this budget. To deal with the unprecedented geoeconomic shocks that are in the offing from both America and from China, policymakers have got to show a sense of urgency, a sense of flexibility, of being agile to responsive to changes coming in from disruptions coming in from the US and from China. I think this could well be the 1991 inflection moment for the Modi government, where they could aggressively push for the second generation economic reforms.
Okay,
And
the question then is, what are those? Because you said it's not trickling down, but if you were in government, okay, you're
yes,
saying, okay, I'm giving 80 crore people free ration. I'm building their houses to near saturation. We're talking about crores, not thousands, crores of houses being built, crores of toilets being built, 12 crore people now with a gas connection. Okay, how many crores now with insurance for the first time, be it health or life? What more trickle down can be done from government? I'm assuming everything else has to be an economic
okay.
process that happens in the country.
It's a lovely question, Rishabh ji, and it would require one or two answers to this. It won't end with one. Firstly, I have never, if you look at today's economic times, I have never seen such screaming urgency from one wing of the government telling the other, get out of the way. No more business as usual, which is the government is recognizing that there is a need for speedy reforms. We need to fall back on what was a prescribed textbook success story during the COVID era. We fell back on infrastructure growth, Atmanirbharta, which is our own consumption, reviving our own domestic consumption. And most important is now to get the GSDP of the states going, because states is where the total factor productivity needs to increase in terms of easing of land, labor laws, being more, improving on the ease of doing business, the cost of doing business, the ease of paying taxes. I think we need radical changes. It's
Okay, so
incremental.
there is something that tells us that when it comes to frontline stuff happening, Gujarat is killing it. You'll say, okay, but that was Modi's state and BJP ruled state, but so is Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, okay, all electronics industry, R&D, space sector, all the cool stuff, iPhone manufacturing is happening in Tamil Nadu, okay. So something is
Yes,
going right there. A lot of other places is just not going right. UP has become from a basket case to now an amazing story.
indeed.
Something
Yes.
special is
The,
happening now.
the,
Yeah.
Bemaru states have to pick up on,
So
on
UP is changing, but others are
GSDP.
not. But there's another question to this, because ladies and gentlemen, we are in that moment, okay, and that moment is when a new world is being formulated, okay, and that is happening in the new Cold War between the